Hey, ever found yourself in that awkward moment? You're trying to pay for something online, frantically searching for your physical card, only to realize it's in a different bag, or worse, lost. Or maybe you're waiting for a new card to arrive in the mail, missing out on that limited-time online deal. We've all been there, right? In today's fast-paced world, how we manage our finances is constantly evolving. We've moved from cash to physical cards, and now, a new contender has entered the arena, the virtual card. These digital-only cards promise convenience, security, and a whole new way of handling transactions. But does this mean the reign of the physical card is over? Are virtual cards the undisputed champion, or do our trusty plastic companions still hold their own? That's the million-dollar question we're diving deep into today. We're going to pit relay virtual cards against physical cards in a head-to-head battle, exploring their strengths, weaknesses, and ultimately, helping you decide which one might be the best fit for your needs. So, buckle up, because this is going to be an insightful ride. First things first, let's make sure we're all on the same page. What exactly are relay virtual cards? Think of them as digital representations of your physical debit or credit card. Instead of a tangible piece of plastic, you get a unique card number, expiry date, and CVV that exists only electronically. These virtual cards are typically generated through your banking app or a dedicated virtual card service like Relay. They can be single-use, meaning the card details become invalid after one transaction, or multi-use, allowing for several purchases. On the other side of the ring, we have physical cards. These are the traditional plastic cards we're all familiar with. They have a magnetic stripe or chip for in-person transactions, the card number and expiry date printed on the front, and a CVV on the back. They're the workhorses of our financial lives, accepted virtually everywhere that takes card payments. Now that we know our contenders, let's get into the nitty-gritty and compare them across key aspects. Convenience. In the realm of convenience, virtual cards definitely have a strong upper hand. Imagine needing to make an online purchase right now. With a virtual card, you can instantly generate one through your app and complete the transaction without having to hunt for your physical card. This is especially handy when your physical card isn't readily accessible or when you're on the go. Applying for a virtual card is usually a swift process within your existing banking platform, eliminating the wait time associated with receiving a physical card in the mail. Physical cards, while ubiquitous, can be less convenient in certain situations. Losing your physical card can be a major hassle, requiring you to cancel it and wait for a replacement. For online shopping, you always need to manually enter the card details, which can be a bit tedious, especially on mobile devices. Security. This is where the debate often gets the most interesting. Virtual cards offer some compelling security advantages. The ability to create single-use cards is a game-changer for online shopping, especially on unfamiliar websites. Even if a website's security is compromised, your primary card details remain safe because the virtual card number is no longer valid. Multi-use virtual cards can also be beneficial by allowing you to dedicate a specific card to a particular online service or merchant. If that service experiences a data breach, only the details of that specific virtual card are compromised, limiting the potential damage. Moreover, some virtual card services offer features like spending limits, allowing you to control how much can be charged on a particular card. This can be incredibly useful for managing subscriptions or making purchases from less familiar vendors. Physical cards, while equipped with security features like EMV chips and fraud monitoring, are inherently more vulnerable to certain types of threats. If your physical card is stolen, the thief could potentially make unauthorized purchases until you realize it's missing and cancel it. While banks often offer fraud protection, the inconvenience and potential hassle can be significant. Additionally, using your primary physical card details across numerous online platforms increases the risk of your information being compromised in a data breach. Control and management. Virtual cards often provide greater control over your spending. As mentioned earlier, the ability to set spending limits on individual virtual cards allows for better budgeting and tracking of expenses for specific purposes. You can also easily monitor the transactions made on each virtual card through your banking app. Some services even allow you to temporarily freeze or lock a virtual card if you suspect any suspicious activity. Physical cards offer a more traditional approach to spending management. You typically track your transactions through your bank statements or mobile banking app. While you can set spending limits on your overall account, you don't have the same granular control over individual card usage as you do with virtual cards. Acceptance. This is where physical cards currently hold a significant edge. Physical cards are accepted virtually everywhere that takes card payments, both online and in person. Whether you're at a local grocery store, a restaurant, or traveling abroad, you can generally rely on your physical card. While the acceptance of virtual cards is growing, it's not yet universal for in-person transactions. You might be able to use mobile payment systems linked to your virtual card at some contactless terminals, but direct virtual card swiping or inserting isn't an option. Online, the acceptance is much broader, as you simply need to enter the virtual card details like any other card. However, there might be some older or less sophisticated online payment gateways that don't fully support all types of virtual cards. Cost and accessibility. In most cases, virtual cards offered by banks are free and readily accessible to existing account holders through their mobile banking apps. There might be some third-party virtual card services that charge a subscription fee, but generally, the cost is minimal or non-existent. Physical cards are also typically provided free of charge when you open a bank account. However, there might be fees associated with replacing a lost or stolen card or for certain international transactions. Use cases. The best choice between virtual and physical cards often depends on how you intend to use them. Virtual cards shine in scenarios like online shopping, especially on new or less familiar websites. Using a single-use virtual card minimizes risk. Subscriptions. Dedicating a virtual card to a specific subscription service makes it easy to track and manage recurring payments. You can also quickly cancel the virtual card if you want to stop the subscription. Travel. Some virtual card services offer temporary cards with specific spending limits for your trip, adding an extra layer of security. Giving to dependents. You can create virtual cards with set spending limits for family members or children. Enhanced security. For any online transaction where you're concerned about security, a virtual card provides an extra buffer. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.